be able to push in on a very strong and good strong ending for game number 6. Meanwhile, WBG and the rest of OUG trying to fight this out here. I see some people with some daggers, and some people's got just straight up fists. Gonna have to be careful though. Nice bail to be able to capture it. Sleepwalker does not want to get eliminated this early out of this fight here for this, especially with the monk here. Let's see if they're gonna be able to find a nice takedown coming through from you. Trying to see if they can find it as Galley gets absolutely pushed down. Same with Axio, trying to see if they can hold strong here. Beautiful double parry coming in from Axio. Trying to see if he can find the momentum to be able to see if he can keep the game alive. Oh, nice parry, but he's up top. He still can't be able to do it. But now here comes the Tessa coming in from JL. He's going to be able to capture the stun, but I think JL might be able to successfully escape out of here. Same with Axio. Never mind, I take it back. JL was able to capture the elimination, exactly what they need to keep the game alive, but FX ends up getting eliminated out of that space here. And now it is now a 3v2 situation here. TXG trying to see if they can hold strong here. Here comes the ulti coming in from OUG's The King, trying to see if maybe they can capture the stun before it's too late, and they're able to catch them both. But OUG is not able to hold it and with the suffice as well here, and it becomes the 1v3. OUG able to knock out JL in this first round. TXJ trying to hold it. Beautiful right click to connect that with the blue strike, but it's not going to be enough as he does it again, shuts it down, picks up their teammate, and keeps it going. OUG starts strong with 5 eliminations.
Something I've noticed about JL, 2 teams have, I think Bauda and JL are both trying to use 3 on Viper, and it just doesn't seem to be working too well. As we're gonna flip over now, JDG is fighting against Fun plus Phoenix. It looks like they might all get stunned here. All 3 of them are gonna get taken out. JDG Tuck is gonna end up going down, but the Mortal Defiance from the Looping ult is gonna save him. Now flipping it over, JDG coming in strong, using that Cicada ult to absolutely dominate Fun plus Phoenix. JDG flipping that fight right around. That Viper stun made it look close to over for them, but they flipped it right back around with that Takeda ultimate, able to come in clutch as DRG coming in with another Viper ult. Bauda is going to end up getting taken out. Peak, last remaining member of Bauda, fighting against the entire WBG, or the entire DRG team, able to, oh my goodness, he's going to do something crazy here. Takes out WFZ. Fighting Moonlight. Oh my goodness. Bauda just peaked, just 1v3'd. Oh my god. Bauda's peak 1v3's all of DRG.
I guess you could say Bauda was really at his peak. That was a peak moment for Bauda's peak. That was a peak moment. A 1v3 coming through as he's able to not only do that, but get the amazing shutdown and gets the finish. I'm really hoping maybe we get a chance to see the replay of that. Not gonna lie, I think that might be replay worthy.
That was one of the
hopefully production is listening in. I think that's definitely a replay worthy moment here to see the 1v3 actually insane here as Wolves and OUG heading towards their next target. Wolves trying to see if they can capture it as well here, and obviously the call out coming in for the Bane's Breath, and now they're going to continue to commit to the fight here. The question is, are they going to still pull through all the way towards the very end of this one? And it looks like they're going to try to back out of this. Question is it going to be enough? As Wolves try to see if not, try not to get caught up in that bad situation. Oh, that would have been real tough here towards this space here. They're still fighting in the Bane's Breath. The Sand Siphon could be really not that good as one person ends up getting caught on the inside of this one. It looks like the Bane's Breath is able to capture the life of one of them. Wolves trying to hold strong here as he's not going to get caught up from the outskirts here. Both of them holding strong. OUG able to use this as such a beautiful momentum. Beautiful takedown as well. DK dangerously low, trying to see if he can get away, but it's not going to be enough as OUG catches 8 eliminations. They've already eliminated multiple teams as it is. OUG is in a mood, and they're in a mood to say, we are number 1. Watch out, boys.
Yeah, OUG has some crazy motion right now. Already 8 kills up on the board. They are just going beast mode right now as we're taking a look. JJH look like they're going to start facing off against Team Bauda's. We're going to see the stuns come out already. And a huge parry from Bauda's peak coming right away as the stuns are going to come out, and Godly going down already as we're going to take a look. We're going to see the ultimates come out from the Tumult on Team JJH as a huge parry coming out again, but the Wu Chen teleport is going to get them out just in the nick of time. They were able to get a kill off onto Godly, and JJH was also able able to pick up a kill. So the Wu Chen teleport doing both of these teams a favor, giving them a little bit of a reset here, burning a lot of ultimates. They do not want to re-engage onto that fight right away as they're taking a look. KLA engaging onto JDG very early here. KLA need to pick up a couple of kills early, otherwise they are not going to have that much momentum going into this final circle here. They definitely are hungry, but they are keeping their distance pretty close as JDG's Tuck is going to try and get some range shots off with the bow here on to these players of KLA. QGD down at the bottom, as well as flipping back over. Bowda fighting against JJH again. Yiran getting in a bit of trouble, forced to pop that Wu Chen F. Godly getting in a bit of trouble, but is going to get parried. KLA's peak with the crazy parry timing. Yiran already going down to Godly. We're going to see another stun coming out. Bowda's peak is putting in absolute work. But DRG trying to come in onto the third party here. Ult ending up not doing too much, just sending these players far, far away, trying to get out of the reaches of this third party here. Not ready to take this fight. As we did see the entire Bowda team go down to Team JJH. They do have their revive, so they are going to be coming back. And this is not the last that we have seen of them.
Absolutely insane here coming through towards this one as KLA is going to be able to call out the usage of their Moonbane here, but it looks like there's not going to be enough as JDG is going to be able to separate from this circle here. Unfortunate, going to be able to waste it. Definitely not the thing you want to do in this special section here, but it does give them time to be able to go for the shield here, go for the resets. Very explosive game to start with, especially for a team like OUG here. But let's not sleep on some of the other players here. The RG and Bowda with 5 eliminations so far. Bowda's full team is out, but I mean, not out, but they have to go through the resurrection. Meanwhile, still some other teams here still trying to put it together. Wolves, 71.3. Look at 5-2-1, man. They started at the very bottom of the pack when we first played this game. They started at the very bottom. And look, after three solid games, they put themselves in top 5 contention overall. You love to see it coming through from the overseas teams, man. Like they really, the SCA teams, man, they really have learned a lot from last season, because last season 5-2-1 sadly was not making a lot of noise. There really wasn't a lot of progression with them. And you could tell they really looked at some of their tapes. They realized what they need to work on. And obviously their disadvantages are now their advantages. You can tell they have worked extensively, and now they're in that top 5 with teams like XCG and OUG. It's going to be interesting to see how they're able to handle it for the rest of not only tonight, but also just for the rest of the season. And it's only day 1.
It's definitely going to be interesting to see how these teams are going to be able to fare off against, especially once we take into account the other teams that are playing from the other regions, how they're going to fare off, 1, against each other, 2, against the other teams that aren't playing today, and how they're going to be able to adapt to the different formats of how every single different team plays. That is the main issue that I see arising with these SEA teams, is they're going to overheat one day, and then all of a sudden they're just going to crash. They're going to lose it, their mental, and the way that they're going to play is just going to completely change. Taking a look now, KLA versus WBG in the realm of Yang. CXZ getting focused heavily here, forced to bring out the F2 early. Still has 4 seconds before they need to pop it, brings it out in a perfect timing here, and Bagay almost going down quickly, but Sleepwalker is going to monk up pretty fast, trying to steal the Varia out of the ultimate here, as we're going to see WBG already got 2 ults popped here. Not able to get a single grab off. Unfortunate for them here. KLA's QGG is going to ult up as well, as Baiji trying to do something to help CXC, just raining fire onto these players here, sending out a couple cannon shots. Sleepwalker going dangerously low here. Ult is going to get dropped for CXC. We're going to see Axiao getting focused on by the spear. CXC F2 hitting Baiji, getting very heavy damage onto him here. Is going to go down. Sleepwalker now in the crosshairs of CXZ. Just needs to send 1 shot off. Switches it the other way. Axiao getting a lot of damage done. Very close to death here. Sleepwalker and Axiao both 1 tick. Unfortunate that these monk comps are not able to compete against Cannonball.
Absolutely insane coming in from a team like KLA. Absolutely shutting this down in general. See if they can keep that same momentum going through. See if they can find out how they're going to be able to put this one together more than anything. You'd love to see it, though, especially for a team like JDG. Another team that's really been working towards how to get better, how to do better, how to show that they are the best team. A lot of momentum. You just love to see it. It's going to be good to see how they're able to muster this up as well, as here comes WBG with the resurrection. Waiting for the rest of their team. It's showtime. XCG also going for the resurrection as well.
XCG losing the Realm of Yang, unfortunately, with 3 minutes timing left on their
Surprising.
Yang depletion. 0 kills on the board. This is going to get kind of risky for them, as WBG already facing off again against OUG in the main area. This is going to be a Sand Siphon versus Monk comp here. Hopefully Sleepwalker will be able to do something, but the grabs are just not hitting today. SS at the feet of Sleepwalker is able to get the one grab, tries to go for the second one here, misses, is going to end up having to just slam SS to the ground. Sleepwalker already taking a lot of damage, gets one, gets two, the double slam! Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Sleepwalker's about to die, but I don't care. We saw a double slam. I am so happy. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Sleepwalker down. OUG's U getting very low. Baijian trying to go for the double charge here. U able to get a pot off here in the middle, as Baijian is going to be able to peel off. And OUG's the king is going to try and get a huge parry. Baijian is going to go down. WBG fully eliminated. No kills. We saw a double grab. I do not care.
You and the excitement of that Devil Slam was absolutely incredible to see. We barely get a chance to see it in game here, because usually a lot of people say the Monk is really not in meta anymore. So to be able to see it, oh, Xiaonan gets hit with a beautiful headshot though towards that, forcing the ulti to come out here, as Moran ends up getting caught in a tough situation here with XCG's Kakaxi. And now the ulti comes out, forcing the play to come through, but oh no, he ends up getting caught on the wrong side of the cage. Trying to see if he can slow in the gap just a little bit more here towards some of those slashes, but it's not going to be enough here. And now Godly trying to get stuck, not in a tough situation here. Ends up getting hit though. Nice hits though, trying to see if they can connect it. But the mech trying to cause some more issues here. That's clearly working in their favor here. Moran just trying to get out, and XCG is just trying to capture them inside of the circle here. Meanwhile, the Ghost comes through. The repeating crossbow pulls out as well here. Nice hits comes through from the ultimate, and obviously the parry comes through at a beautiful time. Oh, here comes the hits coming from the final section here. Trying to hold strong a little bit longer here. JJH just trying to play for their lives here. Doesn't want to get eliminated by one of the top teams in this game right now. They're trying to hold strong here. So far, the heals have been so amazing, but also the way they've been maneuvering has been just as incredible here. The timing can be any better than that here, as now they're just working towards it. And like I said before, they've been doing a great job of it thus far, but now it's only getting crazier. But JJH sadly does get eliminated out of game number 6. XCG sends them home, says see you later. Well done by XCG though.
XCG with merely like barely 30 seconds clicking left on the clock make themselves so aggressive to get into that fight and just absolutely dominate JJH to get those soul blooms. As we're taking a look here, XCG's nice. You're gonna use that F3 to just walk through those wind walls like nothing is there. We're gonna see OUG's U using the pistol, trying to knock out the ultimate here. Pops that Takeda ultimate as we are just waiting for Kakashi to send out those shots from the Yoda wall. Doing a very good job at dodging it, but he has all 3 of the players focusing onto OUG's right now, using that Fern at the perfect time. Kakashi there in a little bit of trouble now, as OUG's SS trying to peel off, and they go into the Merciless Havoc. Oh my goodness, that was dirty, and oh my. Wow, OUG with a crazy comeback on the play there. And it looks like they're going to try and go to be the 3rd people in this Realm of Yang. KLA, first in. We could have a rematch on our hands here.
Absolutely incredibly creative here. You love to see it, though, with that.
That Aurora Blast play from XCG onto JJH was just an incredible way to get that first kill and turn it into a 3v2. Darking down Godly was just the icing on the cake, and then finally getting that third kill to be able to get all of their soul blooms and cure the Yang depletion for the entire team. The way that they were able to do it with such precision and speed was absolutely amazing. As we're going to take a look at KLA versus JDG, and OUG are going to be the ones to win the free Realm of Yang. As we're taking a look, Wolves player is also going to go down in the kill feed, unfortunately. As we're going to see KLA bringing out the F2 pretty early here. CXC going to try and go for a focused scale rush on to the opposing team's Takeda. JDG's PP, as we're going to see them getting hit with the Dreadful Whale coming out as well. CXC just kind of trying to overhold here, seeing if they can go for a hard stopper kick, but doesn't want to get parried. It is a very dangerous Jade to be messing around with, throwing out all the time, because you get parried and you are done. Ladies and gentlemen, KLA fighting on the outside here. JDG holding up that inside as they're sort of switching around here, and QGG taking a lot of damage, is going to be forced to ult up here as JDG's Kiki trying to play around with that Dreadful Whale. We are going to see two go down, and Kiki just getting absolutely blitzed. PP here trying to make something happen with the Tumult ultimate. We are going to see QGG able to just absolutely peel perfectly and take PP out. The last remaining player, the Ziping Ying of Team JDG, is going to go down pretty quickly here. Does have ultimate still active, and we're going to see that F2 come out from KLA CXZ into the uppercut, into the jumping LMB. Amazing plays, as we're going to see KLA become victorious in the Realm of Yang.
Gonna be better, though, than what's been happening thus far with KLA. He's able to get their loot, though. Mystic Might has been really good so far for some of these. A lot more Mystic Mights than what I've been noticing, honestly. And to be honest with you, I'm surprised I'm not seeing a lot of White Tiger.
Yeah, this is the first time we've seen all Mystic Mights. We've seen a lot of Draco Storm come out from these players here, as we're going to take a look. Oh my goodness, Fun plus Phoenix's water into the Merciless, into the Benthic, and then he's also got the Will Form hook. Oh my goodness, Water has the stacked Jades for the Halberds, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to see some crazy plays coming up from Fun plus Phoenix pretty soon.
Definitely stacked over time here. It looks like we're going straight for the chase here between them and DRG. DRG definitely trying to back out of this. Does not want to, but definitely has to be careful and take their time little by little here. Definitely does not want to get caught in a tough situation, as now they're just being able to go through towards the rotate, and now they're finding 5-2-1 right in the front too, and now DRG might be caught right in between, as KLA CXZ actually tries to chill on the inside here, but realizes it's probably not the best place to be. It looks like now they end up finding the chest. We're not realizing that there's another player right next to them, though. But now they're going back straight towards that chase. 5-2-1 Pampy wants it. They want this fight. They have one elimination so far here, but they need to play it a little bit smarter here, as they do open that Sand Siphon a little too early here. Doesn't really give them a chance to kind of catch them on the inside of it here. Sadly, that was technically a waste of one. If we go back towards JDG and OUG, they're currently in the middle of a fight here, and there's so much happening here as the Spear trying to see if they can capture some eliminations. Tut trying to see if he can hold strong here, but the heals coming through also has been super helpful, as well as PP trying to get out of harm's way, but ends up getting shredded as well with all of their shield. And now OUG and the rest of the team is going to decide to back off this, realizes this isn't worth it. JDG, it loses one officially. Oh, there goes that Dreadful Whale coming in from Kiki. He's able to find one potentially as well. The question is, can he use it again in this fight, though? Trying to see if he can back off this. Doesn't want to get caught by it. It looks like he's able to find the next one, though. And he almost catches it towards the next one here. Just trying to wait the timeout a little bit more here, and just using it to his advantage little by little. Almost was able to start another one of those Dreadful Whales, but sadly wasn't able to do enough here. But he's absolutely moving, schmoving, and grooving in the right direction here. Curious to see what he's actually going to be able to provide and maybe do next year, but let's see all the way towards that here. What a surprise, though. We love to see Dreadful Whale come out, though.
Yeah, it's always great to see, but unfortunately for Kiki right now, Kiki is the last person alive on their team with 1:24 left to get a Soul Bloom. Otherwise, they will die from Yang depletion. So they have to try and find a solo, which there are none. No other solos in this game. So now their best option is to try and find a team with only 2 players left and go for a 2v1, which is even more difficult, especially with the target selection in this game. JDG is, safe to say, basically eliminated from this game. It is unfortunate to see. Hopefully the next day they play they're gonna do a lot better. Speaking of which, Wolves getting chased down really fast. No kills on the board this game. We're going to see the F1 get popped from ZK to try and create some space, not get focused with the Blues, but the rest of the Wolves team is going to end up getting revived here and backing off fairly quickly before trying to go for the reset. ZK getting very, very, very dangerously low. We're going to see the armor swap come out and the Karumi tether come as well. ZK able to get their health back. They are in a little bit of better shape as opposed to how they were looking before, but they still they don't have a single kill on the board.
Even with that here, still able to provide a lot more of that opportunity. I mean, look at all the Soul Jades. Goodness gracious, you can create your own shop with the amount of Soul Jades that's in there. I could probably flip it and I get the bag and fumble it. You get the bag and flip it and tumble it. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to see how much it is to sell one of those personally. It looks like a whole mall in that section over there. Anyway.
Well, you could start your own small business with the Soul Jade Rift Dealer.
Soul Jade Rift Dealer. Call me. That wouldn't sound right if I would have said that. Anyway, back at it here, trying to see if they can find it as well. OUG just taking their time here. Looks like they might go outside a circle here. Trying to see if maybe they can find something as well. Looks like they're probably going to go shopping as well. Look at that. Another set of shops. See, if you can snag both of those and get the other set too, that's a lot, okay? Call me the Black Chest Dealer, right? different title for it, you know what I'm saying? Still, but with better prices though. Much better prices. Imagine if there was like a thing where it's just like, hey, 2% off, 5% off, 10% off. Your soul.
Well, lots of these players are running discount on their.
Well, I'll discount on top of that discount. Come shop with us. We're better. We're actually better. Don't shop with them. We actually are better. Let's see what happens though towards this one as we look at KLA CXE and the rest of their team here. KLA has really done really well with their synergy.
Yeah, the KLA's team synergy is very well. They just haven't been able to. Sometimes they get in a little bit of trouble here. As we're gonna take a look, JL team VVV is gonna come through and able to get the pick off onto Dongqing, as the rest of their team is just gonna end up porting out. They did end up wasting the Viper ultimate from water there, but the V3 finally coming through and getting them a kill. Spun plus Phoenix's water able to get that res really quickly here, and they are using the Merciless Havoc to just build space. Fun plus Phoenix's Water also has that crazy stack of Jades on his dual halberd, so they will be able to do a lot of damage if he's able to pick somebody up with those. Taking a look now. OUG, 14 kills already on the board, 87.7 total points on the day. XCG in second place with 72.2. JL able to get this box for basically free here. They're going to be moving around. They are in the no ult zone, which has been popped since JL did use their ults. They're going to try and send some shots over. The meteor on the cannon is going to give them a huge advantage there. And it looks like VVV is going to start trying to push up here. Wolves now on the side being sandwiched in between KLA. They're going to try and drop down here. They don't want to get pushed on by KLA, but VVV is just waiting in the wings on the other side. This is an unfortunate situation that Wolves have been put into here. They have been forced into this specific area between a Bane's Breath and two professional teams. Looks like they're just going to try and use that dragon-like might to try and escape here. using all of the best of their movement to try and get away from all these cannon shots. It is raining hellfire down on every single player in this lobby.
Actually interesting, though, to see that towards the end, though. But let's see how it's able to work through and conjure up all the way with everything that's been happening so far here. Like I said, you love the timing. Everything that's been going on, though. I think even now, towards that, it can only get better more and more with this. See if it kind of makes sense towards it. A KLA. Circle slowly closing in here. So does the gap of this circle here. 14 eliminations. OUG is trying to run away with this dub. Wushin ends up getting destroyed by Kakaxi from the missile here. Tries to see if he can get a shutter, but it's not going to be enough as OUG's SS is able to capture another elimination by DRG. That makes their 15th elimination, 88 points in their day number 1. If they keep going, can they potentially do 100 points in the first day? That actually might be possibly unheard of here. XCG is going to have to catch up. They're 5 eliminations deep right now, but they are behind by 10 eliminations. They could potentially do it here, but they got to pop off. They have to pull off what OUG did in game number 1. Now imagine if they actually did the switcheroo and XCG did the exact same thing that OUG did in round number 1. That would be an interesting change of events here if that were to be the case here. But obviously with the cannon coming through, KLA trying to see if maybe you can find some type of suffice to capture some eliminations, maybe even a nice little bit of some hits here. As OUG is just trying to get out of the line of sight of CXZ, tries to find the next bits, and it looks like JL's finding the next elimination. Oh, there's a bunch of shots, the ricochets of the missiles, and CXZ is able to at least successfully find one. Trying to see if they can keep the same momentum going here as TXJ is able to find another. He's on the outskirts here. He's able to shoot for one. Goes down for the rocket here and then goes back for the reset. Has to be careful because now he's getting shot and ricocheted by the rockets on the other side. And that's going to be from XCG's Kakaxi. As it looks like they might have to come through with a little bit more momentum, but it's not going to be enough. CXZ dangerously low, and it's not going to be enough as Kakaxi returns the favor with the Yoda-Ime ulti, but with more help and more health on top of that here. And now, just like that, he is out of the game with this one. Very, very unfortunate though, but still could be able to hold strong here as OUG's U trying to see if he can hold strong and just absolutely burning the tick coming through as U claims the elimination onto 17. What a great step coming through. OUG's finding their 16th elimination. We could see the first 20 bomb of the day and the final night so far of our day number 1. Meanwhile, still trying to find out where the next bit happens with everyone going through this. Is OUG's U is able to find another in the midst of the wildness that is going on. Still back and forth with it though. You do have to be able to absolutely wonder, where is all of this momentum even coming from? How are you able to patch this up? And wonder where the next steps are for the other ones as U is able to come back on the outskirts and realizes, yo, I can be able to get another nice little pick here.
Oh my goodness, another one!
U is literally going off right now.
Another
He's making
one!
sure that he catches off towards it. OUG's the king is able to capture another one. Their teammates are going absolutely off, ladies and gentlemen.
Huge
I think that might have
parry!
just helped confirmed it with the parry. He goes for the ulti. Now he gets stunned by the Tesla. It's not looking good for U as he does go airborne, but he does get caught on the outskirts. He might have the free time, and he does. He's able to stay alive. The healing coming in from OUG is absolutely monumental to keep him alive in the middle of this game. U is playing every sense of the monument of this imaginable, but it's not going to be enough as he does get bullied outside of the circle from the whole team of Wolves. JL gets eliminated from this. Wolves trying to hold it together here. The rest of the team just trying to shutter it closer and closer towards this gap, but it's not going to be enough. OUG definitely takes number 1 top slot for sure. The king is able to hold strong. Look at him, full shield, full HP. All he has to do is stay alive, get that second place, ladies and gentlemen. OUG is the king, is going to help secure the final dub of the night. It just like that, OUG is able to take away the glory from XCG and everybody else in the top slot and say we are the kings of this game for day number 1. Meanwhile, with the next steps here, with this, obviously, they're going to be able to drop the next totem. And it looks like they're still throwing some shields up. JL just still trying to hold on strong here. There still isn't within a 2v2 situation there. XCG is down and trying to see if he can find it here. Ends up jumping all the way up top here. Goes for the slam and immediately is going to try to see if maybe he can find a hit coming through as a sand siphon comes through. Zaunin trying to see if he can find a free spot here to get up. Going for the shield just to try to keep the game alive. And obviously, the King ends up getting eliminated into this fight. And even towards the outskirts here, can't really shoot, so he's low-key stuck on the outskirts. EGG trying to see if he can hold it strong. Wolves trying to get out of harm's way. Zaunin trying to see if he can get a slot. He does get one. Does he get two? He gets two!